young girls what nobody's going to tell you. You got 3 kids at 24 years old. You're getting ready to struggle. You're getting ready to cry. You're getting ready to be depressed. You're getting ready to want to...
But I can relate. I'm 23 and I have 3 kids and I'm struggling. This shit is not peaches and rainbows. This shit is hard.
A 23 years old mom of 3 is out here on the internet crying out. Let's talk about it. Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So this 23 years old mom decided to come on the internet to talk and to share her story. So this whole story started from another creator that shared a story about how it had been a mom, especially a young mom, and that when you're in your 20s, you have no business having kids. What you should be doing is finding yourself. And she talked about how there are some 23 years old that already have 3 kids struggling, can deal with everything that is going on and all that. And this 23 years old mom of 3 decided to speak up and say basically what that woman was saying. The woman was saying it to her, and she shared her story. But this did not sit well with some people on the internet, and people decided to react to what she had to say. Let's go hear her story, people's reaction to it, and then we'll come back and talk more.
Tell you young girls what nobody's going to tell you. You got 3 kids at 24 years old. You're getting ready to struggle. You're getting ready to cry. You're getting ready to be depressed. You're getting ready to want to...
Hey, it's me. I'm her. I'm the girl that she's talking about in the video. I'm not specifically, I don't know her. She doesn't know me. So she's not talking about me. But I can relate. I'm 23 and I have 3 kids. And I'm struggling. This shit is not peaches and rainbows. This shit is hard. I would not wish this life on my worst enemy. The life that you pictured and had and wanted and was promised, is you're not going to get it, babe. Let it go. Some people do get lucky and they have men that stick around or have this big village. A lot of us aren't lucky like that. Like I said, I have friends that could drop their baby off to anybody. Guess what? They got 1 baby or 2 babies. I have 3 kids. Don't nobody want to watch 3 kids, 3 little babies that still need their diaper change. Nobody want to do it. Sorry. Everybody that was when you was pregnant, oh, I'm going to get the baby, I'm going to do this for the baby. What are people at? Them people don't give no... Like she said, there's going to be times when you off yourself. Y'all look at this. Literally, I stayed in the hospital for a whole week because I had an overdose. I overdosed because I literally did not want to be here no more. I didn't have a pulse for 11 something, almost 12 minutes because I didn't want to be here. I felt like it's not worth being here because guess what? Yes, I cry myself to sleep most nights. Most nights I am stressed. My hair's falling out. Y'all have videos. I'm insert them if y'all want to see them, but I should not be 23, literally brushing my hair to the point my shit falling out. I gotta keep cutting my hair. This is not the life I wish on my worst enemy. And yes, this shit get ugly. And yes, I post, and yes, all that. But behind closed doors, this shit is ugly as hell. I would not wish this shit on nobody at all. Like she said, don't have no kids. Love is not enough. These don't give no. They don't care. And I have 1 baby daddy. I don't have multiple baby. I have 1 baby daddy. I don't give a. Be around when it's beneficial. Be around when the shit going, when he feel like when he need me. That's what it really is. As long as I'm accepting the bare minimum, we cool. And it feel like for me on the flip end of that, I be accepting the bare minimum and the little pieces of shit because I just be wanting help. Because guess what? I don't got no big village of people that's gonna come and stuff for me and my kids. So I'm accepting the littlest piece of shit over nothing just for help. Because guess what? When I ain't accepting that, the next gone, disappear. What kid now? On with the next bitch and her kid. It's really mind blowing to me. And only thing I gotta say is y'all listen to her. This shit is really hard. Nobody cares. The same you land on your back for, don't even give you eating at night. Same that you doing all this for can't even help you and your kids move. Like, y'all, some people do get lucky. Some people, like I said, some people get lucky, and some people do have this fantasy life, and some people get lucky and blessed with good men, but y'all, it's not worth it. Look at me. I look a mess right now. That's what I'm doing. I just drop my kids off at daycare. I still have to go home and unpack because they can't just be anywhere. But guess what? I also need to DoorDash and make some money because my tank is on E. Like, it's hard. Don't nobody want to hire me because I can't work on weekends because I have nobody to keep my kids. I can't stay past certain times because guess what? My kids have to be picked up at a certain time or they're going to charge me for it. And guess who's going to pay the late fees? Nobody but me. It's hard, y'all. It's hard. I would not wish this on nobody. Y'all, them kids. Fuck kids. And if you got one kid. Stop at the one kid. This shit is too. This society, this life is too hard to be having 3 kids with no help. I would not wish this on nobody. Like I said, look at me. All the extra money I get, it ain't going to get my nails done. It ain't going to get my hair done. I do that shit by myself. And guess what? I barely have time to do that. So it be feeling like, I don't know. Just listen to her and listen to me. If you like, because I was reading the comments, some of them was saying, oh, you're not 23 though, you don't know how it is, you don't have 3 kids, you don't have 4 kids. Well, look, I do, and I'm telling you, all that shit that y'all talking, no, she's telling the truth. You're about to struggle, you're about to be depressed. Just don't have no kids, y'all. Just take it from me, don't have no kids. 23 and I have 3 kids, and I'm struggling. This shit is not peaches and rainbows. This shit is hard.
Girl, go ahead with that, miss. You in the hospital for a whole week because you tried to overdose. Well, she did overdose, but she tried to take her own life. What happens to those kids if you're not here? I'm quite sure the dads are not as involved because, you know, we actually have help. It's not as stressful, but it's never to the point to where you want to harm yourself. And if you're like that, God knows how you'll be around those kids.
True.
You ever see it on TV? Homicide, suicide? Like, no. If y'all like this, y'all definitely don't need kids. She was already like this on her first child. Now she wants to get online and talk about, oh, now I got 3 kids. This is what I'm saying. It's already stressful having kids, and you know you got your own issues. OD on what exactly? Like, y'all don't hear people. They already got their own issues, and then they want to have kids. It's a no. I don't feel sorry for her. I feel bad for those kids because she really didn't care about where her kids would go after that. If the dad's not involved, they go into the system. So let's not do that. We're going to be big girls. We're going to be grown women. Be mature about it. No, we don't have help. It's nobody else's responsibility but ours and the guy we made it with. So if he's not involved, he's not involved. That's what you signed up for. Raising those kids is the only way y'all will stop having them out of wedlock. Unless there's really something wrong with you. And if you think ODing to trying to take your life is an option, something's wrong with you. Those kids need you. They need their mother to be alive. So if you really think that is what you want to do, don't do it. You don't need a hotline. A lot of y'all are just selfish. You had those kids and now you want to take your own life. That doesn't make any sense. And don't ever try to blame it on postpartum. Postpartum is an emotional feeling. It's never nothing that involves violence. No drugs, none of that. It's like being just tired. You look in the mirror like, oh my gosh, my body is just changing. You know, it's a beautiful experience, but it's just different now. You're never going to want to OD. So for me to see this is very sad. And I just recommend women to just get fixed. Y'all think y'all want kids until y'all have them, and then you end up like her.
True.
Don't have no kids out of wedlock. When you're married, nobody cares. Okay? If you know you're a single mother in a marriage, you should not be having kids. If you know you're going to have help in a marriage, have those kids. If you know you're not going to have help, last thing you need to do is have any kids. So, don't be like this woman because she needs Jesus at this point. Let's just say it.
I have 3 kids. I'm struggling. This shit is not peaches and rainbows. This shit is hard.
But I don't get it, though. I don't get it. Because this 1, 2, 3 came out of a kitty cat. They came out of a kitty cat. So, after 1, he said, dose. After dose, I would have said, doctor, okay, please tie it. It looks like my head is not correct. Tie it. Shit, after 1, I would have tied it. Because if you don't have up to $80,000 in your bank account, savings, not spending, savings, you should not be thinking about having a baby in 2025 or even 24 or 23. If you don't have money put aside, you should not be thinking about having a kid. I don't know if that's crazy, but that's how I'm thinking. Because you can barely make ends meet for yourself. So, I understand the process as to which these packages are being delivered is a sweet process. And trust me, I know. It's quite an interesting process. But it's 2025, and technology has come up with many ways to avoid the package to be delivered. So if you've ordered the package is in transit, there are many ways you can say, Amazon, cancel my order. I don't want the order again. And I'm sorry to say that I've not canceled any order. Let's not talk about it. But there are a lot of ways to avoid the package to be delivered. Package has not delivered. You now order the package 3 times. Now you're not complaining. I'm sorry. Everyone is entitled to complain, but I don't get it. And I'm entitled to my own opinion. You'll get it. It's not in this economy. We're all living in the same America. If you don't have money, if it's not, yo, okay. I don't want to understand it. Okay, me, if I understand, I don't want to understand. It's crazy. It's so crazy. Okay, bye.
Lady made a video saying that if you're a single mom, especially if you're like in your 20s, you got 2-3 kids, prepare to struggle, prepare to cry, prepare to feel like you don't want to be here anymore, damn near of yourself. And a lady responded to that saying that she was talking to her, you know, because she was 23 with 3 kids.
Oh, y'all look at this. Literally, I stayed in the hospital for a whole week because I had an overdose. I overdosed because I literally did not want to be here no more.
A lot of people have negative things to say about single mothers, about how we should have chosen better, we should have made better decisions, we should have stopped at 1, we shouldn't have had a baby if we weren't financially stable. But the funny thing about that is finances change. You could be stable 1 year and then the next year not know how you're going to eat, and guess what? Those kids still have to eat. People will say, well, you should have stayed with the man, or you should have stayed within your marriage. That is your fault. But I tell you, and I'm going to tell you again, that staying in a situation that doesn't serve you, even if you are afraid of what comes next, is going to hurt you further. It's going to cause more damage to you. There are going to be more things that you're going to need to heal from. This lady talks about how nobody really told her what it meant to be a wife and a mother, just like nobody really told me. I'm going to say it until my lips turn blue, until everybody just blocks me because they can't stand me talking. Your 20s is not for childbirth. Your 20s is not for marriage. It isn't. It's to get to know who you are. It's to figure out what you like to do certain hobbies. It's to figure out what you're even into. Yes, you can be in a relationship, but everybody that you get into a relationship with is not meant to be your husband, is not meant to be the father of your child. Saying this because I'm bitter. I'm not saying this because I hate men. You are going to lose a piece of you. And if you are already not whole, you can't really afford to lose any more of yourself. Having a child changes you. Having multiple children will change you. And you need to be mentally strong. Every time I say be strong, women use all their strength to say, no, I won't be. But baby, giving up is not an option, especially if you have children. That's just what it is. We can't give up. Let me be clear, everybody is going through it. 20-year-olds, 50-year-olds, married people, single people. There's a single father of 4 right now that's about to have a beer before 5 because he's about had a damn enough. So don't think that you're alone because you're not alone, but you will find out how cruel the world is. And you will find out that nobody is coming to save you. You're going to feel uncertain. You're going to feel lost. You're going to feel like you're the worst mom in the world. But you know what? If you're stressing about whether or not you're a good mom, 9 times out of 10, you're a good mom, because bad moms don't really care. Kids aren't going to understand your financial situation, and your kids are not going to understand your relationship choices, nor do they need to. But what they do understand is your energy. So when you are anxious, they are anxious. When you are afraid, they are afraid. When you are mad, they are enraged. If you don't know what's going on, they certainly don't know what's going on. You didn't ask to be here, baby. Neither did they. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep that energy really, really positive around them. Because you don't have a village now does not mean you won't have one in the future, but we got to ask for help. You've got to reach out. Isolation is not going to help you. Start a business, DoorDash, keep moving. Giving up is not an option. Let me show you how to ask for help. Hey, I'm Keita, and I created the Growing Through It journal because I think all of us are trying to grow through whatever the hell this is. And if you're like me and you like to journal, but your journal doesn't have receipts, tear stains, regrets, master plans, I believe you're doing it wrong. If you purchase one of my journals, a percentage is going to go to this mama, and we're going to create this village that not a lot of us seem to have. But in the meantime and in between time, we're going to find joy throughout our day. We're going to find things that we're grateful for. And if you're struggling with that, look at your children. And we're going to keep going because giving up's just not an option. Now, is it, love?
I'm 23 and I have 3 kids. I'm struggling. This shit is not peaches and rainbows. This shit is hard. I would not wish this life on my worst enemy.
Are just selfish. You had those kids and now you want to take your own life? That doesn't make any sense. You don't ever try to blame it on postpartum. Postpartum is an emotional feeling, and then you end up like her.
Postpartum is not just an emotion, but even if it were, think about all of our emotions that drive us to our behaviors today. Like you mentioned, drugs and violence. And a lot of people do drugs because they're trying to escape their reality. Think about trauma. They no longer want to feel, so they want to feel numb. Or people who commit violence, they want to feel more in control if they're feeling powerless. You're a mom that's had 2 children, so I know you understand. After you have children, your progesterone, estrogen, your oxytocin, and your cortisol all drop. And cortisol and oxytocin, if you're not familiar, those are the neurotransmitters that are responsible for your stress. That's the love hormone. Without those, your anxiety skyrockets. Depression is easily come. And I think I'm shocked because you guys are the same age, and the fact that you have 2 different fathers for your children, and she actually has 1 father for all 3 children, I thought you would have given her more grace. I don't know what you constitute as a good reason for people to attempt suicide or even complete it, but it sounds like this woman was feeling hopeless. And again, many people who end up completing or attempting suicide are looking for a way to get out of that hopelessness feeling. I think you're also considering baby blues, which normally happens within 2 to 3 days of women having babies, when you're trying to establish some kind of routine or a normalcy, and especially after if you lost your identity and now you just become a mom. Who are you now? But that usually lasts just a few weeks. But postpartum depression, postpartum rage, postpartum anxiety, and postpartum psychosis are very real. And I think you're Gen Z, which is the craziest part, because when I first saw your video, I was sure you're a millennial to be responding with shaming and judgment. Because in my mind, I'm also like, hey, if you can't afford a plan B, you can't afford a child. But I think if we probably responded with more empathy, I appreciate people who are more vulnerable, because her story probably inspired others to also speak out when they need help. Yeah. It's very strange when people like this speak out, and then when they end up hurting themselves, everyone's like, well, what were we supposed to do? Well, they were crying for help. I did take a look at your page, and it looks like overall you can be very controversial with your content, but I do appreciate the fact that you highlight child safety, which is something I also do on my platform. So again, maybe if we can just consider giving more people empathy, because I feel like people flock to TikTok more than any other platform in order to be vulnerable and to have the support. Like right now, she has a GoFundMe that she's already raised half the money that she needs for a car that someone else had to push her to do because her pride just would not allow her to do so in the first place. And to that mama, thank you for sharing your story and your experience, because I feel like a lot of people need to hear it, even though it was very hard, and it only makes you a bigger target for criticism.
Y'all, so I really don't like speaking on topics, but I can relate to this, so I'm gonna speak on it. So there was a mom, she came up here, she's a single mom of 3. I think she said she was 23 or 24, and she was basically just talking about her struggles, her reality as a single mom. And there are people actually getting on this app, grown women, older, that's supposed to be encouraging, but instead bashing. Basically saying like, oh, you shouldn't have laid down and had 3 kids with this man, you knew what you was doing, all this extra stuff. My thing is this: we know. Before I got married, like, people would say the same thing to me. Like, when I would try to express myself, my frustrations as a single mom, well, you knew what you was getting yourself into. You know, we know we messed up. That's why in the video, she was literally telling women not to choose the same path she chose, not to go down the same road that she went down. But at the end of the day, us knowing that we chose the wrong man, it does not change our reality. Being a single mom is hard. Everything falls on you. Your kid gets sick, you gotta call out work. Now your check's short. Like, everything falls on you. Like, you have to pick up the slack. When you call the child's father and you like, hey, I fell short, I need help with this. He ain't got it now, you gotta figure it out. You know what they say, mama's baby's daddy's maybe. Like, you gotta figure it out. So I don't understand why y'all say that. Like, I think y'all think saying that is gonna make the kids go back up our vagina or something. Like, the kids are already here. Shoulda, woulda, couldas is not gonna help anybody in this type of situation. Give some encouragement, give some grace. Help find some solutions, some resources. Y'all just get on this app and want to be nasty and bash people. Like, I don't understand it. But at the end of the day, again, and I will say this again, we knew we chose the wrong man. We know we messed up. But that doesn't change our reality and what we go through. Like, y'all really need to get it together. Seriously.
Please go ahead in the comment section and share your thought. Love to know what you think about this entire conversation down in the comment section. But as always, please keep it respectful here on this channel. We're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thought. Love to know what you guys think. Um, for me, I like this type of conversation. Like, I understand people being vulnerable on TikTok, and this is why I love the app and I love sharing this story, because that's why, like, if you know me and you've been on this channel for a while, you know I'm a child free and I'm 41. And one of my thing is to let women know that having a child is a choice. A lot of the time, most of the idea and thought of having children, a lot of women don't know what they are getting themselves into until they go ahead to become a mother, and then they're like, no, okay, I'm in it, but at this point, they can't take back the child. They just have to deal with them. And some of them, it's really overwhelming for them to deal with them and talk about the health, the physical health condition, the mental health condition that having a child causes for a lot of women. So the glamorization of having a child, it's really something that I really want to deconstruct and let a lot of women, especially younger girls, know. Because mind you, a lot of these younger girls are being trapped with this, because now the baby is here, they just have to show up. Just the same way a lot of people are telling her that she should wear big girl pants and show up for these kids, she shouldn't do anything to herself. But the truth is that society has already made it, society has actually glamorized having kids and making it feel like when you have kids, then you can have the dream life, the unconditioned life, or the unconditional love and all that. And mind you, she's 23 and she has 3 kids, so that means she probably start having kids at the age of 20, thinking one, probably going to give her a better relationship, or keep the man, or get the man to love her more, or get her. There's so many reasons why a lot of women have kids. Some women have kids because they want to keep a man. Some women have kids because they feel like, oh, that's what will bring them the unconditional love that they don't have or they've never felt before. Some women decide to have kids because they feel like that's what will make them a whole woman, will bring all the happiness. But the truth is that I'm not saying that some people kids bring them a lot of happiness, but the truth, I want a lot of women, especially younger girls, to be very intentional about having kids and realize that having kids is a choice, and you can still have a happy, fulfilled life outside having kids. And some people say, oh, that's why you should get married before having kids. Having married does not stop you from saying, oh hell, what did I get myself? There are a lot of married women that also come out and say, you know what, honestly, if I know better, I would not. And this is why I share this story repeatedly over and over again, because people need to know, younger girls need to know, women need to know that having a kid is a choice. And if having a kid is something that you know you're convinced inside your heart, go ahead and have it. But before you go ahead and have kids, ask yourself, why are you really having kids? Because if you're having kids because of what society expects you to do, or that's what's going to make your entire life whole and all that, coming from someone that is 41, and I'll tell you, I'm living my best life without having kids. And the truth is that I don't see myself with a kid. And even if I even want to have kids, I'll probably adopt or something. But even at that, I like the up and go I can go with my life, the freedom, the genuine happiness I have deep inside. And that's not to take that there are people that are not happy, because hello, I love my nieces and nephew, and I know women in my life that have kids and they're very happy. But having a kid is not for everyone. So when they glamorize this old kid thing, having a kid, having a family thing, ask yourself, is this really for you? Because the work that it's hard having kids, it's hard raising kids, especially when you're having kids with a man that's not physically, mentally, emotionally available for both of you to do it together. And even when you're doing it together, it is hard. Even the men are even speaking up, it is hard. The ones that are even available and emotionally they're telling you it is hard. And then imagine the one, then you're not a single mom or a single married mom taking care of the kids all by yourself, which naturally, or which societally is being pushed upon you as a woman. So young girls, please take that break, take your plan B, go to the family planning center, get yourself some contraceptive, protect yourself both from pregnancy and STI and STD. Okay, please do that for yourself, because you will thank your older self would thank you for taking those precautions. Honestly, growing up, I didn't have older women talk to me like this. I didn't have a lot of older women glamorize, center, they are very male centered and all that. Center yourself as a young girl, find yourself, use your 20s and your 30s, to find yourself, who you are, what you love, what are your core, what are your value, what you really want to do in life, than this society standard of what as a woman, what you should have or what you should attain in life. Anyway guys, let me know what you think about this video. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see, and that'll be you supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.